Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm happy to be here with you. I am working on preparing my journal to start officially journaling with the first video coming out on Sunday. And this is what I'm running into, and I've already got to adapt and overcome. I decided in the last video that I did, I was trying to decide about this calendar. I took it out of the pink jacket and I cut it down just a little bit because it was just a teeny bit too tall for this. And so I did that, and I have glued that inside my cover. And I think that's going to work great. So my calendar will be in the front here. The problem is going to be it's already, not lying down flat. And I didn't think about, putting this out just a little bit further. I couldn't have done it too much further, but I could have taken it a little bit so it was closer to the edge. But I knew this was going to happen anyway. And so I thought, well, I'll turn the camera on and show you what a person can do. One of the things, I'm sure there are lots of different possibilities. But I'm going to give this a try of cutting my spine, adding another spine to this so I have more room than nothing. More than nothing is good, right? Okay, so in getting started, and here I've got this, I may put this on the inside. This is one of my extra large glassine bags that I've played with and done up, and I think this is really pretty. But there again, I don't know if you can see, but you got thickness here. You've got probably, a good 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch, perhaps, thickness. So all the more reason to fix this. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is to open up the spine, to go ahead and to cut this open. And I want to do it carefully. It's stitched, so I just want to undo. So if this is something that you're doing, a seam ripper works great, or any other handy tool that you can think of, maybe a small pair of scissors. Just be careful, whenever you're working with something sharp. Just be careful. Alrighty. Oops, like there. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. So, then this comes out beautifully. Okay, we'll put that back in. And, okay, so that's not going to come out easily. So I want to cut this in half. Let's move that out of the way. And here, get a straight edge. Let's see. This may not be exactly half, but we're going to give it the good old college try. So let's bring my rotary cutter. And I am just going to cut down, hopefully the center. Hopefully I didn't get it off too terribly much. All right. Now pull out these little fuzzies. We're winging it, guys. Just winging it. I'm hoping this will work. If it doesn't, well, it's just paper, right? Just paper. Okay, now let's see. It looks like I got a little bit crooked. This is a little too tiny and this is a little too big. So I can't really fix the tiny. Whoa, Nelly. But I can fix the too big. All right, let's get that right in there. And then I'm just going to straighten this up a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we have really done it. Oh, Ronda. Okay, so what we want to do here, and this is what I have to decide. Do I want to do a hard spine? Do I want to do a soft spine? Because I think we should start with, I still have some old Tyvek, some packages that I have had that I'm reusing. Tyvek is a great material for that. This is bubble wrap. If I were to with bubble wrap and then do something here, there, that could maybe work. All right, let's see what length we need. So you could use, this is 9 3/4. You could use anything that's got some definite added strength to. You want something perhaps a little bit flexible. Something to think about. If you're doing this way, if you want, you can just do like for instance, you can get a piece of cardboard and you can decide how big you want your spine and you can cut that, you see, and put that in the middle there. I'm just going for a soft cover, I think, a soft spine. But you could definitely give this a try. For instance, you would measure your length, right? So you'll measure your length and you decide how wide you want your spine. And so you cut it to that. And then you would line it up. Like for instance, line it up, get a straight edge, a ruler or something like that, so that it's not crooked when you line it up. And put your other piece in, and then leave a little bit of a space for folding. You don't want to butt it right up because that wouldn't allow for good folding. Okay, hopefully that makes some sense. All right, so, and with what I'm doing, I am wanting to take this over the outside. I don't mind if, for instance, this is a little higher. Sometimes on books and different things, you'll maybe have a little bit of a ridge, you know, where it comes down. And I kind of like that. So if that happens, I think I'm probably good with that. So, and then we have to decide, though, you guys, here's what we have to think about. Do I want to put in signatures, you know, like 1, 2, 3 signatures perhaps, and have those fan out? Because if I were to do this, like this, you're still, it's still going to be bulky. This would be perhaps too many to go in one signature. So I would need to divide these, count these, and divide these up. And I think that kind of makes some sense, maybe to do it that way. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I wasn't planning on doing this, but what if we threw in a few extra other pages? Not just these, but threw in some vintage ledger papers and maybe some coffee dyed and that kind of thing. Oh, you know, my brain gets going, and I tell you what, it just wears me out. It just wears me out. It's like, go to sleep. Okay, so let's get back to, I think, 1.5 inches. And that may be too much, it may be not enough, but let's give that a try. Which, is this straight? Is this straight? 1.5 inches, and then let's give it another 3/4 of an inch to go over on the back. So let's do a total of 3 inches then. That should give us plenty to go over and do what we need to do. And hopefully you've either gotten your journal already or you're working on yours so that we can start together soon. Okay, so that'll be 3/4 of an inch. So how do I want to secure that? All right, and let's measure. Small ruler. I don't know where. I don't know. That's a little bit more. All right, I think double-sided tape is going to be a good choice here. And so I'm going to just go on this side. And I hope this works, you guys, really. I hope it works. I have in my mind what I want it to look like, and if it actually looks like my mind is telling me, then it should be kind of fun. Kind of fun and cool. So, what are you up to today? I can't find my bone folder. What did I do? What did I did with it? What did I did? I am watching it rain outside. It is a little bit coldish, but not like cold. A little bit cold-ish. And maybe a little bit gloomy out there, depending. Today is, well, I'm recording this on the 29th of December. Man, it's hard to believe, you guys. Just waiting with anticipation for, for Christmas, and it's already over with. Isn't that crazy? And then I don't know how many of you celebrate New Year's and what you do or what not. I don't do anything. Hubby and I, we're pretty boring, I guess. Not that I wouldn't be, willing to do that. It's just to stay up late. I feel like I need to have, be around a lot of people, or because if it's just hubby and I and we're watching TV or something kind of fun on TV, chances are we're both going to fall asleep. But if we're around people, then that's different. If you're playing games and having fun that way, then makes up a difference there. Okay, so see what I'm doing? I have a straight edge ruler here to keep this straight, and then I have measured, this is 1.5 inches apart. So I am going to, I have to do one more before I do that. I need to put 2 of these on. I'll move that out of the way. We'll do that again in just a minute. But I need to make sure I've got plenty of stickum. And this scrapbooking tape, I've just purchased it through Amazon. Look up double-sided tape or double-sided scrapbooking tape. It'll come up with a variety of different options. And I feel like it's fairly reasonable. I don't use it all the time, but when I do need it, I am really grateful for it. Okay, let's take, and I just burnish mine on so that it's nice and sticky. And then we will just pull that off. Okay, let's try this again. Make sure, when you do this, that your right side, your front cover is on the right, and your back cover is on the left. Now, I have not done anything with the back cover as of this, nothing yet. So, do I want to do it this way? Yeah, I want to do it this way. So, let's go. Whew. So, we are just kind of measuring that. I hope this is going to work. I hope. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so you kind of have to pay attention. Pay attention. All right. Well, let's kind of burnish that on and see how that might work. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. Okay, so that is going to give us, and it looks like I even went just a smidgen above what I wanted it to be. So let's go ahead and trim that down. Okay. Whew. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now I think what I want to do is to cut one of these and place, position this. Okay, so let's see, what were my measurements? My measurements was going to be 3 inches, right? So let's go ahead and trim that. Ooh, this is slick now. Oops. That slipped a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. And then I want 9 3/4. So let's cut that end off. We'll turn this around. We'll do 9 3/4 right here. All right. And we will glue that down to that. Okay. All right. I think this might work, my friends. I think this might work. So now what I want to do is get some more tape, and this tape right here that I'm using, I bought that in just a junk store. We went kind of out thrifting with family, and one of my sons pointed it out to me, and so I bought a few rolls, and it is really sticky. It's actually stickier than the regular scrapbooking tape, although that's pretty nice. So I am covering all of this just to make sure everything's good and covered. Okay. The things we do, huh? To try different things. Crazy. And why didn't I just make my own? If I'm going to adjust this one and change it all around, why didn't I just make my own journal? Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't. You just, I don't know, you just like to try things. I do anyway. And I really do. I get bored of the very same thing all the time. So I like to switch it up. Well, if I could take that off, that'd be helpful. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. That's very sticky. I'm gonna stand up here. Try to center this as much as I can. Okay. All right, now let's see. Okay. I think that's going to work nicely. Now, of course, you have to, you have to decorate. You have to cover stuff so it looks pretty. Whoops, so sorry. I hit you again. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here will be this part, and then we've got this much space, and if I'm putting that in, that will go nicely. And I think I can add maybe some other papers to that. Should we see? Okay, so off camera, I'm going to go ahead and decorate. I'll cover this and this and this, and maybe add some more stuff here. So I am going to spend a bit of time. So we'll continue. I'll do some of this, and then yeah, maybe in a part 2 or a second video, then we'll go ahead and complete this, so we're ready to go, ready to start journaling. All right, guys, thank you for joining me this crazy journey. I sure hope this works. It's so fun to spend time with you. I love you guys, and I hope that everything's well at your home. All right, till next video, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye now.